It's my pleasure to introduce my good friend Ron Henderson, the Fitness King, presenting Motivation, one word to help change your life.
Welcome to Motivation. I'm Ron Henderson, aka the Fitness King. I have the pleasure of having on my show today the one and only Miss Tori Evans. Welcome to Motivation, Tori. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I know you're good. I went online, watched some of your YouTube videos. There's a song you have called Let Go.
Yes.
Beautiful song. You have a great voice.
Thank you.
I want to talk about what you're doing, what got you into writing. But before we get into that, I'd like you to just tell my audience something about yourself, Tori, that most people don't know, even your parents. And I know they're here today, but maybe they don't even know.
My brain wants to say that I love Harry Potter, but everybody knows that, so I don't know.
One thing.
One thing.
You got an early bucket list? You know what that is?
Oh. I don't know. I don't think they know that I currently have a dirty plate under my pillow.
Okay, well, that's okay. Well, you're a teenager, right?
Yes, I am. I'm 17.
Okay, you're 17 years of age. When did you get interested, first of all, in music?
Oh, geez.
How old were you?
It's always been just a part of my life. I've been writing songs in like a little notebook since I was like 7.
Are you serious? And you remember that?
Yeah.
It's 7. I have no recollection of what it was like to be 7 years of age. I don't remember any of that.
It's a little more recent for me.
Now, did your parents write? I mean, what got you into that? Were they writing too?
No, my parents don't. I mean, they like music. They appreciate it. But they don't write anything.
Okay.
It's just, I just wanted to do it. So I did it.
Okay, so you started writing in a journal. That's where it started. Anything at school? I mean, usually when people start writing, there's things that are going on and they want to express themselves.
I mean, I was in elementary school, so it was just nothing really.
Okay.
It was just,
All right.
I liked music and I wanted to make it.
Okay, so even when you first started journaling, you were thinking about music at that end of it?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So at 7, do you remember the first thing you ever wrote?
Not the first thing, but I do remember the first song I ever finished, and it was truly awful. It was completely bad. Oh, I don't remember all the words, but I do still have it. It's
Okay.
like,
what was the name of that song?
it was called My Song. Which
My
is
Song?
Super creative
Can you give me some of the
title.
lines?
It was like, this is my song, and it's better than yours.
Yeah,
it's just
but that's cute. But that's cute.
But I mean, I was like 7 or 8 when I wrote that.
I
So
like
for
that.
a 7 or 8-year-old, it was okay, but it is
I like that.
not up to my current standards.
I like it. I had a very talented musician on here probably several months ago, and she was singing. I said, I can sing better than you. She said, no, you can't. Yes, I can. And we were doing this, having fun with it. So I think that's very cute. Okay, so you wrote that. The next song that you actually remember would be what?
Oh, geez. When I first got my very first ukulele, I wrote a song called Insanity.
Okay.
I remember that one.
Were you feeling a little insane? What was going on?
A little bit. I was
Really?
just, yeah, the idea of that one was like kind of hard to trust people, and it's just kind of driving me a little crazy.
Right.
So.
Did you find that music was like a great outlet, Tori, for you to
yes.
deal with those things?
So much. That is the only way I know how to deal with my feelings.
Yep. So you were writing about what was going on? Did you write about what I want to slap that person? No. Or
Just
no?
a little bit.
A little bit.
I only have a few like that. Most of them are positive.
Right. I think most people do that. I remember probably 30 years ago, I would lay up about 2 o'clock in the morning, and I'd watch the snow, and I'd start writing about just letting the snow fall, which is basically letting just things just go. So I don't have bad days. I don't believe in bad days because I literally let everything go. Okay, all right.
That's a good sentiment.
It works actually. And most people know this. I found out I have prostate cancer probably about 2 months ago. And people are shocked when they go, how do you stay the way you are? I go, well, because I'm a very positive person and it's slow growth cancer, see? When you stay positive, it keeps you up here. So obviously for you to be where you are today, you've had some influences.
Yes.
Besides your parents, which I'm sure are probably the number one influencers, who has influenced you the most, musically speaking?
As much as I hate to say it, probably Taylor Swift a lot.
A lot of people like her.
So much Taylor Swift as a child, but kind of more recent direct influences would be a lot of local artists like Dessa, Lizzo, Katie Vernon, who is my official mentor with the Minnesota Music Coalition. Just a lot of people in that kind of world. Also Lady Gaga, I love her.
I like her too. I like her too. So did you take voice lessons in town here?
Yes, I started.
From who?
From John Eddington, who is my drummer now.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, I started getting lessons almost 2 years ago.
Okay.
So yeah, I got my first like official gig at Uke Fest with Katie Vernon in
Okay, good for you.
2017.
Good for you. Mhm.
And that was booked way in advance, and we wanted to like get lessons for a few months to make me good and good enough to do that.
Right.
But we just kept doing it because my voice,
Right.
lessons work.
Oh yeah. Well, I love your voice and I love the song. Like I said, very easy to listen to. When did you know that you were kind of like on to something? You know, musically, you said, hey, you know, I got this gift. When did you actually realize that?
I don't know. I think it was probably 8th grade. I went to a performing arts magnet school because I like to sing. Why not?
Yeah.
And then the whole grade did this show at 7th Street Entry, First Ave.
Oh yeah.
And I was like doing one song with some friends on stage in
At
front of
7th
all my
Street?
peers. Yeah.
Your parents let you go there?
Oh, it was during the school day. It was
Okay.
a private event, but
Right. Okay.
yeah.
That's a joke. You know, 7th Street. First 7.
But it was 8th grade, so I was like 13, and I was just singing on stage, and it was truly awful because this was before lessons. And I loved it, and I loved being there and just seeing everybody, and it was just amazing, and I wanted to do that forever.
Right. And you obviously probably got a pretty good response too.
Yeah, you know.
Okay.
It was middle school. People
Okay.
aren't the nicest there.
Right. So you started taking lessons. How long did it take for you to actually see an improvement
Oh, it was
in your voice?
right away, like after just
Really?
a couple weeks, yeah.
I want the name of your teacher. I've wanted to sing for years, and every time I find a good teacher, they move out of state.
Oh, I don't think this one will be. So.
I'm going to get the name before you leave today.
Alright.
So yeah. Well, actually, you can say, who's your teacher?
John Eddington.
John Eddington.
Yes.
You said it earlier. He's located in Minneapolis?
Yeah, he's actually he was my middle school
Really?
teacher, choir
Do
teacher.
you happen to have his number memorized? You
I
can
do
give
not,
it out? Okay.
no,
Has he got a website? Do you know his website?
I don't think he has.
Okay,
an
is he on
official
Facebook?
website. I don't know.
Okay, how do you spell his last name?
Oh, jeez. I don't know.
This is great, but it's John Eddington,
Yeah.
and he's a vocal coach, singing and vocal coach.
Yes, he's also a music teacher. He plays guitar, bass, drums, everything. He's
Yeah.
my musical fairy godfather, and he has done so much for me.
Let me ask you this question. So you're taking lessons from this man, but you're writing. What actually helped you with that? I know you said you started when you're 7,
Yes.
but what helped you with that, and what's your process for actually writing out your songs?
I just repetition and keep doing it and keep working it is what made me better at it. But
Are you a perfectionist?
a little bit.
That's a good thing. That's a good thing.
About certain things.
So am I.
But I mean, when I write a song, I usually start with like one idea in my head of this is what I'm gonna do, and like this is a little line in my head, and then
I bet you could say that. This is what I'm gonna do. I bet you could do that.
and like I have this line in my head, and then I just get an instrument, either my uke or a piano, and I just build on it and expand and
Right.
go from there.
Yeah, sounds good. On that note, do you mind just playing something a little bit with your
Yeah,
ukulele? I'm probably not
sure.
even saying it right. Ukulele. Yeah.
Go. Tuck my snake in there. All right. You cut me off. You broke my heart. I'll tell you, darling, you'll regret it. You hurt me bad over and over again, and every time it was me saying I'm sorry for it. Oh no no more. Oh no
tear up. That's really good. I'm doing a keynote this weekend on crying and the importance of allowing your tears to flow. That's beautiful.
Thank you.
Just pursue your gift. That's beautiful.
Thank you.
You have, there's something in you. So it's like a natural thing that you have. You have a gift that needs to get out. And if I can promote you in any way, and we'll talk about that later too. I can even do some other things by having you maybe do something, have it on the end of all my shows. I love what you're doing.
Thank you.
Yeah. You also sound like you have some good, how can I say it, morals about you too. Tell me how much of that was instilled into you from your parents?
Oh, geez. I mean, my parents have always just taught me to love everybody and just be accepting of everybody that comes your way and just, yeah. I don't know. They're great, amazing people, and they taught me to be a good, amazing
Amen.
person.
It's good to have them. Let me ask you a question. As you started progressing in your music, was it hard not to let ego get in the way? And I say this because I used to have like commercials on all the time years ago. I've been in business for 40 years. And I started getting a little ego. I had the ponytail, I had the diamond earring, I had the rings on, I had my Jaguar. Cut the ponytail off, got rid of the ring, got rid of the Jaguar, because I realized that I needed to. Did you have any problems with that at all for you?
I mean, I definitely have a bit of an ego, but I don't think I really let it get in the way. No, I just, I'm here.
So what helps you what keeps you grounded?
Ooh, that's hard.
Probably just your music?
Yeah, probably. Just being able to get everything out. And I always say that I sing because I don't like to talk, but here I am. But I feel like when I write, I can say what I need to say, but in a way that is beautiful, and people will listen and they'll hear me and they'll get something from it.
Right,
So
right. Where
satisfying.
are you hoping to go? I'm going to interrupt just for a second. Where are you hoping to go with your career?
I would love to be Lady Gaga. I mean, without the meat dress. Lady Gaga now. But I want to go everywhere. I mean, I get that that's not realistic, but I want to do this forever.
Yeah, well, you have to dream big.
Right.
Setting big goals.
Yeah.
And it takes time, but you set those big goals.
Of course.
Yeah. Are you working on anything right now? Because I know you have that song out, Let It Go.
Let Go.
Okay, when did that come out?
That came out May 1st, 2019.
2019. Okay, just came out.
Yeah.
May is my birthday month.
Oh,
Okay.
same.
Okay. 15th, when is yours? 17th, 21st. I knew it was close.
14th. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Those Tauruses, go, go, go. Okay.
All right. But I'm actually working on an album right now. I've got my band set up, but we're gonna do more. I've got cello parts and flute parts lined up for certain songs, and it's gonna be a lot of work.
Okay.
But I'm really excited about
Sounds
it.
good. When do you think it's going to come out?
I'm hoping for next year so that I will have a birthday release graduation party in June of 2020.
Okay. And
That's
you
the
should
hope.
come on. You should come on a year. Your parents are gonna have to remind you to call me for that. Okay. We'll
All
get you
right,
on.
we will.
When you get ready to promote that, we'll put it out. We'll
course.
do it a week or so before your event.
All right.
Let people know about it. But it will be up to you and your parents to remember to
All right, we will.
send me an email. We'll promote that. Okay.
Yeah.
So Let Go. What drove you to write that song in particular?
Let Go. I wrote it because I was fighting with one of my friends.
Okay.
And I was like so annoyed with her. And I was like, grr, I'm mad and everything sucks. And then partway through writing that, I realized that it wasn't just a one-way thing, that I was
Right.
hurting her too.
Yep. Growth.
And that we're all kind of clinging to that anger and that negativity and hurting each other, whether it's on purpose or not on purpose.
Right.
And that we need to just like stop and let it go, and it's just calm down.
Right. So you got some maturity going to it at that young age. That's good. I like that. No,
Maybe sometimes.
I like where you're heading because, again, tying in with what you just said, one of the things I'm working on right now is called self-staging. I deal with catch and release, allowing you recognize things for what it is. You catch it, take a deep breath, you let it go so you don't get hung up, so you don't have bad days when you learn how to and we can talk about that too later if you want, but it really makes a significant difference. So when I found out that I had prostate cancer, my wife came in the living room, I took a deep breath, I said, watch. I said, I said, you let it go. So people are more worried about, I'm not even worried about, I'm doing radiation treatment. I trust God, I'm positive. And I was in there yesterday, they did radiation treatment on me, and they started playing Lady Gaga. So you're supposed to be still. I'm like, I want to move.
Yeah,
I want to bust
dance to Lady Gaga.
Really? Yeah. And it was so cool, but I had to just lay there and be still.
So gotta play calming music.
That's right.
Or something.
Yeah. Oh yeah. But it's about having a positive attitude, and you have that. Okay. With all that said and done, you're still in high school.
Yes,
How do you balance out your life with music, and you were at Stone Arch just recently, and everything that you're doing? How do you balance those things out?
The short answer is I don't.
Okay.
But it's a lot of work. I am so busy. I actually end up doing music at school and school at music. I go to an art school, so I spend
What art school?
Purpich
Okay,
Center
yeah,
for Arts Education, long title. But I spend 3 to 4 hours a day at school doing music. I just get it out, and then when I go to my gigs, I end up bringing my calculus homework to the bars or the breweries and doing that before, between, or after my sets.
Calculus, I don't think I could maybe fingers, but I can't even figure spell it.
It's hard. It was actually really fun because my calculus teacher quit halfway through the school year, so it was a journey.
So are you teaching a class now too?
Oh, no. We were kind of self-taught for a while, and then we had one of my classmates' dad, who's a physicist, came in and taught for a while, and then we hired a new teacher, and she taught for a while, but it was just all over the place, and it was, whew.
But it's, and I know you said that you're not doing that well with it, but it sounds like you're doing a pretty good job as far as balancing things.
I wouldn't say balancing. It's more like you take the two things and you try to balance them out, and I just squish them together and just spread them out.
Okay. Okay. Now, let me ask you this question, because I know you have a band as well.
Yes, I do.
How did you get that? I mean, did you just post something on Facebook and everybody says, oh, I heard her voice, I'm going to call you? How did that work?
Well, that's what we did for our current bassist. We got
really?
an ad on Craigslist.
Really?
But my drummer is my vocal teacher because he plays everything. And, he knows my songs, and he's a great musician. And my guitarist is an amazing guitarist that I met at school. He's also in the music department at Purpich. So I asked them all to be a part of recording my single, Let Go, and we just had so much fun practicing that we just started playing more and more stuff, and we're like, hey, this is a lot of fun. Let's do a lot more. And now we're playing gigs all over the place, and we're working on kind of adding in some more collaborative stuff. Like my guitarist writes as well, and I'm sort of learning some of his songs too, and it's
So you're all musicians and writers. Let me ask you a question. Do your parents, are they talented too? I mean, do they write too? Do they sing?
Yeah.
Are they in your group? Are they in the band?
No, they are not musicians as well. They are amazing people.
They want to be. They want to
be,
be, don't they? They want to be in the group.
No, I mean, they're in their group in their own way. No, they are very supportive, and we include them. They are in the band group chat, so. But they don't actually play the music.
Okay. So who manages you? I mean, I'm assuming you have a manager.
That's my dad.
Okay.
Yeah.
How's that working?
Really good. He books everything for me, and well, he emailed you. So to
I know that.
Here.
That was for my viewing audience. Because you're fortunate to have somebody that's looking out for you in the business.
So much. My parents always say that I'm not sheltered, I'm protected. So like they show me what's out there in the world, but they're not going to just let me go loose without any protection.
Right.
So.
And other people in the group too, egos are pretty down. Everybody's just pretty.
Everybody's pretty chill.
Where they need to be.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool collaborative group.
Now I asked you this before the show, and I'm gonna ask you again. Any thoughts of trying to get on America's Got Talent?
Oh, I mean.
I'd love to see you on there, by the way.
The issue is that it's the time commitment, and it's so much. I'm trying to focus on my own stuff right now.
Okay. I'd love to see you on there.
We'll see in the future.
Right. Yeah. I think everything it's got to be timing, because I'd love to go on Survivor, and I think I could actually get on there because of my history with everything that I've done. The problem is I train people full time.
Oh,
it's a lot of days, Amazing Race I could get on too. I think I could, honestly, but same thing, that's a lot of days.
It's a lot, yeah.
Yeah.
I just can't fit it in.
Big commitments.
Big commitments.
Yeah. What song are you working on right now?
Right now, I just started a new song called Cut Me Loose, and I finished that recently, and I'm
Can you share that, or is that kind of, got to keep this kind of private?
We'll see if I can remember the chords. I usually play it on piano, but...
Oh, you play the piano too?
I do. I play a
Oh my
little
God.
bit of piano.
What else do you play?
That's it. I mean, I did play clarinet in middle school
Okay,
band, but
okay.
I don't usually put that in my music. But it's, if I can remember the chords. Hold up. Okay. I'll be okay if you decide you're done with me. I won't shed too many tears. It won't hurt me for too many years. But I'll ask you just to leave one thing that's mine. Don't waste my...
Okay! That's good. That's good, yeah. Very, 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 very talented.
Thank you.
Very, very talented.
That one's still in the works.
Huh?
So that one's still in the
So,
works.
so you write your song, do you write it, then rewrite it, then rewrite it, then rewrite it? How does that work typically?
Usually rewrite the lyrics. I'll rewrite maybe 1 or 2 lines, but I will kind of play with the chords a lot and kind of adjust the melodies a little bit. And all that.
So who was wasting your time in that?
Oh, a boy from school.
I knew that you were
When
gonna say
is
that.
it not a boy from school? You know, I don't want to get too into it because it's all mellowed out now, but,
Yeah.
you know.
It seems like a lot of the people, I don't know if you know who Stokely Williams is, do you know him, Mint Condition?
I feel like I've heard it. And if
Low
I
art, he
heard it, I would-
travels all over the world, but it seems like most people do take from their life experiences when they're writing.
That's how you
See?
get the most, like, honest, pure.
Yeah. So it's almost like it's therapeutic for you.
Oh, yeah,
as
so
well.
much.
Yeah, you help your audience. But you just got that voice that it's just like, oh, it makes me want to tear up.
Oh, thank you.
It does. But I'm on motivation, I can't cry. I'm saving it for this Saturday. No, I did cry a little bit. It did cheer me up, it did cheer me up. So how can people actually get a hold of you? And do you have a website? Do you have numbers?
The website is in the works,
Okay.
but that will be torievansmusic.com.
Okay.
That's still in the works. But
Facebook page?
I have a Facebook page, that's just Tori Evans. I have an Instagram, Tori Evans Music. I will eventually have a Twitter one of these days. Eventually.
All right.
That's generally how you can...
Okay. Can they buy your songs?
Yeah, you can
And where?
get Let Go now. I will have another secret one coming out. That's
Okay.
a top secret project. You didn't hear that from me, but that one's coming out soon. And then my album will be out hopefully next year.
Okay.
So
And the name of that, do you have a name for that? You're still working on that,
Still working on the name.
Okay. So they can just basically go online for most
Yeah,
of that stuff?
online
Okay.
is where you
Okay.
can find me.
All right. Can you share just one little thing before we end the show?
Okay.
You have somebody out there, maybe they're in high school, they've thought about maybe singing, maybe playing instruments or whatever. What would you say to encourage my viewing audience just to, go for it?
Just get out there. I started going to open mics and then just keep going and just keep doing it. And honestly, no one really cares if you mess up. So don't care if you
Right,
mess
right.
up, because that's not what people are going to remember. They're going to remember the good moments. And I mean, I've messed up in every way that you can. I've forgotten my words, I've forgotten my chords, my voice is cracked. I have lost my voice on stage.
Oh, really?
But I'm still here, so...
Sure, yeah. So how did you, I gotta ask you that, how did you deal with that when you lost your voice on stage? What did you do? You just run off the stage?
No, I was just right in the middle of my first song, and my voice just died.
Okay.
Just kind of gave out, and I stopped, took a drink of water, had to calm down for 5 minutes, just have a lot of water. That's really all I could do, and then it kind of started to come back, so I did my show, and it was actually a really good show.
Yeah.
But Yeah.
Sometimes things turn out better than we think they would. Would you agree?
Yes, of course.
It's like those moments that seem like they're not good, or moments when maybe I'm doing a show or I'm speaking and I'm tired, people go, oh, that was fabulous.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
when I feel off and then I get in the car after a show and they're like, you did awesome. And I'm like, really? I felt like I was kind of, But, yeah.
You know, so let me ask you this: what would be right now your favorite song that you just, you're in that mood? Maybe you're driving, just comes to your mind, you start humming it that you've written.
Oh, that I've
That
written.
you've written, yes.
That new "Cut Me Loose" song, it's in my head a lot, but also "Let Go" because "Let Go's" everywhere right now in my life. So
Can you
those two.
play a little bit of that as we close down this show?
Sure.
All right. Don't make me cry though. All right.
No promises.
Yes, we got about 60 seconds. So.
All right. Maybe I just tried to. Maybe I'm falling apart. Maybe I just need a break.
Good job. Folks at home, maybe you need a break. Maybe you need to make some changes in your life. Keep watching Motivation. The show is about motivating you to take that next step in your life. You can be more than who you think you are right now. Remember, it's not about comparing. It's about creating what you want in life. Tori Evans has been my lovely guest today, and she's been doing that with her life, with her music, with her words. It's been a pleasure to have you on Motivation.
Yes, it's been a pleasure to be here.
So much, I appreciate it. Folks at home, been watching Motivation, and all that you do, stay fit, stay blessed, and stay motivated. We're going to see you next time on Motivation. Good job.